We will send you back to the Stone Ages. In a twinkling of an eye, instantaneously, 35,000. There is danger, mga kababayan, na baka gumamit na ng ultimate. A warning that history will remember us, urging them to prioritize what he says in the greatest existential threat of our time.
Nagbabagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Bulsa! Opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Bulsa! What you see is what you get. You decide.
Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Ito yung napakagandang balita, mga kababayan. Maganda talagang dinadaan sa usapan lang. We are now assured, mga kababayan, of a safe passage sa Strait of Hormuz. Ito yung napakagandang intervention na ginawa ng ating gobyerno. So we are assured now ng tuloy-tuloy na supply ng petroleum dito sa ating bansa. No need to panic, mga kababayan. Abang yung mga European countries nag-uusap pa lang kung paano bubuksan, mga kababayan, ang Strait of Hormuz, kasi sabi ni US President Donald Trump, bahala din niya kayo sa buhay ninyo. Ayaw kayong tumulong. So ngayon, nag-uusap-usap sila. Ayan, sabi dito sa report ng DZRH, Britain says 40 countries discuss reopening of Strait of Hormuz after Iran blockade. O sila, binablock sila, mga kababayan. Pero tayo is allowed passage. Tinawagan po ni DFA Secretary Lazaro, i-share po ninyo itong ating video, i-viral po ninyo para yung mga fake news na pinapakalat ay malabanan po natin. Good news dapat ang kumalat. Yan phone call, sabi dito. Republic of the Philippines in Islamic Republic of Iran. Department of Foreign Affairs. Sabi dito sa balita, mga kababayan, just in, Iran assures the Philippines that it will allow Philippine-bound and Philippine-flagged ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, according to the Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary Teresa Lazaro. During the call, the Iranian Foreign Minister assured the Secretary that Iran will allow the safe, unhindered, and expeditious passage through the Strait of Hormuz of Philippine-flagged vessels, energy sources, and all Filipino seafarers. This positive development is vital for the Philippines, as it will not only ensure the safety of Filipino seafarers operating in the area, but will also help ensure energy security for the country. Ayan yung ating mga seafarers. Through Hormuz, the line that keeps the Philippines running. Tuwang-tuwa sila, mga kababayan. Magaling po yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. O, di ba? Kasi po yung ating Pangulong Bongbong hindi nang aaway. Hindi kailangan magmura mga kababayan. Dinadaan po sa diplomacy. Di ba po? Yan ang leader. So ito yung report ng Daily Tribune. Safe passage secured. Ito yung nilabas na statement ng Department of Foreign Affairs. Basahin ko sa inyo, mga kababayan. Napakagandang development ng balita. Sabi dito, Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa P. Lazaro had a very productive phone conversation today, kahapon, with the Iranian Foreign Minister, His Excellency Syed Abbas Araghchi, to discuss stronger bilateral cooperation on all fronts. During the call, the Iranian Foreign Minister assured the Secretary that Iran will allow the safe, unhindered, and expeditious passage through the Strait of Hormuz of Philippine-flagged vessels, energy sources, and all Filipino seafarers. Pwede sila. Secretary Lazaro noted that this positive development is vital for the Philippines, and it will not only ensure the safety of Filipino seafarers operating in the area but will also help ensure energy security for the country. Kaya yan ang mga laman ng balita. Kaya sabi dito ni Steve Pabs, pwede naman pala kahit hindi murahin. Hindi kailangan mga kababayan yung mga matatalim na salita. Ang kailangan po, malumanay na mga pananalita. Hindi kailangan ang argumento, mga kababayan. Sabi nga mga kababayan sa kasabihan, words uttered with kindness convince better than good arguments uttered with arrogant petulance. Ganun po, nakumbinsi agad kasi tayo ay nakikiusap ng mahinahon, mga kababayan. Diba? Pinagbigyan agad-agad mga kababayan yung pakiusap ng ating Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary. So mabuhay si Secretary Lazaro. Yan ang tunay na diplomat. Hindi yung secretary noon ni Digong nagmumura. Si Secretary Locsin, mahilig yun magbura. Hindi bagay maging diplomat, maging DFA Secretary. Pag Foreign Secretary ka, dapat malumanay ka magsalita. Narinig din nyo na magsalitang ganyan si Secretary Lazaro. Very professional, mga kababayan. Real, diplomat. Pag diplomat ka, dapat mababa yung boses mo at malumanay, piling-pili ang mga salita na yung binibitawan. Yan ang diplomat. Tama po, mga kababayan? Kaya maganda yung naging resulta ng pag-uusap. Ayos na ayos. We are assured of passage, safe passage. So walang gagalaw, mga kababayan. Pero tingnan ninyo yung mga European countries. Nagmi-meeting sila. Kasi sabi ni Trump, bala din na niya kaya, ayaw man ninyong tumulong sa akin. Di bala din kayo sa buhay ninyo. Kunin ninyo yung oil ninyo kung gusto ninyo. O di ba? Ay bigay ko sa inyo yung kwento po. Yan report ng DZRH. Britain says 40 countries discuss reopening Strait of Hormuz after Iran blockade. So nag-uusap-usap sila to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and stop Iran holding the global economy hostage. Sabi po ng Britain. After US President Donald Trump said securing the waterway was for others to resolve. Bahala din niya kayo. British Foreign Minister Yvette Cooper said Iran's recklessness in blockading the waterways was hitting households and business in every corner of the world. As she chaired the virtual meeting which included France, Germany, Canada, the United Arab Emirates in India, we have been seeing Iran hijack an international shipping route to hold the global economy hostage, sabi po ni Cooper. In an opening remarks broadcast to the media before the rest of the meeting took place behind closed doors. The discussion took place after Trump said on Wednesday evening that the strait could open naturally, and it was the responsibility of countries that rely on the waterway to ensure it was open. Ayaw ninyo anyang tumulong, di bala kayo sa buhay ninyo. Gusto nang umalis ni Trump as NATO member. Kami niya ang Amerika, we have our own supply. Hindi namin kailangan mag-rely dyan sa Strait of Hormuz. So ang pwede ninyong anyang gawin, take your oil there. Bala kayo. O pwede din bumili kayo sa amin. Pasiguro yung Amerika, magaling talaga Amerika, pasiguro, advance mag-isip eh. O, di ba? So, gano'n ang sabi ni Trump, inis na po sa mga NATO countries sa Europe. Gusto lang anya ninyo, kami yung gumalaw ng gumalaw, tapos pinapakiusapan kayo na kung pwede magamit namin yung military base ninyo para sa aming military operation, ayaw ninyo. O, di bala din kayo. Problema din ninyo kung saan kayo kukuha ng petroleum ninyo. Ganon si Trump, matindi si Trump. Tapos nag-warning po sa Iran. In 2 to 3 weeks anya, I will send you back. We will send you back to the Stone Ages. So, there is danger mga kababayan na baka gumamit na ng ultimate weapon, nuclear weapon yung Amerika. So sabi dito sa balita, European official said Thursday's initial meeting focused on which countries were prepared to participate in the proposed coalition and the diplomatic economic options available to persuade Iran to open the strait. Although the meeting ended without any specific agreements, there was a consensus Iran should not be able to introduce transit fees on ships using the waterway, and all nations should be able to use it freely. One of the officials said, Iran has effectively shut down the key waterway, which carries about a fifth of the world's total oil consumption, in retaliation for U.S.-Israeli strikes which began in late February. Reopening it has become a priority for governments around the world as energy prices soar. Pero magaling yung ating ginawa ng ating sekretary. Direktang ginausap yung Iranian foreign minister at inapprove. Sige niya, libre kayong dumaan dito. Ayos, kasi di kayo nakikisali dito. Very good. Di ba, mga kababayan? So sana tuloy-tuloy na siya. Pero siyempre, hindi natin sigurado ang mga susunod na lalo't nagbanta si Trump, mga kababayan, for a possible final assault. Pero kung halimbawa, totally crippled na with the final assault na gagawin ng Amerika, babalik siya sa dati. Libre ang wala nang magdidikta pa na Iranian government. Diba? Ito yung warning mga kababayan ni Trump.
I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. The short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons, and the country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer. I can say tonight.
So yan ang stern warning mga kababayan mula kay Trump. That's his statement. Ang tingin ng mga analyst, gagamit na po ng ultimate weapon ang Amerika laban sa Iran. And that will be a nuclear weapon mga kababayan. Kasi i-reduce niya to Stone Age. We will bring you back to the Stone Ages, sabi ni Trump. Ito yung balita dito, i-share ko ito sa inyo. War hawks leaking your lips, sabi dito. Details on Iran's nuclear program leak. A UN diplomat has quit his point in disgust, claiming he gave up his diplomatic career to leak information about war hawks preparing for the unthinkable. Sabi diyan sa balita, the public resignation of a UN-affiliated diplomat has rejected a new layer of controversy in the already volatile conflict in the Middle East, casting himself as a whistleblower. Lebanese Mohammad Safa stepped down with a damning list of allegations against what he describes as elements within the United Nations. He claims some players in the pact are preparing for the possible use of nuclear weapons against Iran. Donald Trump insists the war will be over in a matter of weeks, but the can of worms is already open. Iran's anti-West rhetoric has been emboldened by the sudden and extreme escalation by the US and Israeli militaries, with officials now saying they will not accept the war
is over until both nations are humiliated and forced into deep regret.
Yan po. UN diplomat siya, mga kababayan, whistleblower UN diplomat. Siya yung nagsabi.
U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has done little to ease those fears, reposting comments today from Donald Trump about sending Iran back to the Stone Age. In a now viral post on X, Safa framed his departure as an act of protest attacking the war hawks, licking your chops at the prospect of civilian misery.
Madaling sabi, mga kababayan, ang pinag-iisipan na ngayon yung paggamit ng nuclear weapon tulad ng ginawa ng Amerika sa Japan nang sumurrender po, ending World War II. Atomic bomb, inulog po sa Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Matindi po yon, mga kababayan. In a twinkling of an eye, instantaneously, 35,000 ang patay agad-agad. In the coming hours and days, around 140,000 ang namatay. Yung iba nagtatakbo na agnas yung because of intense heat, mga kababayan, mula sa bomba atomika. Nasusunog yung kanilang, naagnas yung kanilang katawan. Kaya ang daming, based sa history, nangamatay sa ilog kasi takbuhan yung mga tao sa ilog because of the extreme heat na, di ba, galing po sa nag-cauliflower na bomba atomika. Ganon yung nangyari based sa history. That resulted to the surrender ng Japan sa Amerika. Ganon. Yun ang pinag-iisipan ngayon. Yun, 1945 yun. Napakatindi na ng bomba atomika. Ngayon pa na masyado naka-advance ng nuclear weapons po ng Amerika. Unparalleled siya sa mundo, sa buong mundo, mga kababayan.
Yun ang statement ni Trump. Trump said he will send Iran back to the Stone Age. Kaya sabi dito, I don't think people understand the gravity of the situation as the UN is preparing for possible nuclear weapon use in Iran. I gave up my diplomatic career to leak this information. I suspended my duties so as not to be part or a witness to this crime against humanity. He called on the world to consider the humanity of 9.7 million people residing in the Iranian capital. While the ruling regime has severe human rights offenses against its name, Sapa pointed to one of the most tragic constants of war, the civilian toll. This is a picture of Tehran. For you, uneducated, untraveled, never served war hawks licking your chops at the thought of bombing it. It's not some low population desert, he continued. There are families, children, family, pets, regular working class people with dreams. You're sick to want war. Tehran is a city of nearly 10 million people. Imagine nuking Washington, Berlin, Paris, London, or beyond, bomb with nuclear weapons.
Yan ang Tehran, mga kababayan. Malamang matunaw po. Kailangan dapat na-address ng nitong UN diplomat sa mismong mga Iranian officials, the remnants na sumurrender na sila kung ayaw nilang matulad sa Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Di ba? Kailang matigas eh. Yan ang problema, matigas eh. Gusto nila siguro ganon ang mangyari sa kanila. Yun ang ibibigay ni Trump. Sending him back to the Stone Age, mga kababayan. Kahit ako, ayaw ko sana ng ganyan. Kailang kayo eh. That is your choice.
Reports that the World Health Organization is preparing for a worst-case nuclear scenario have also stirred up chatter among analysts. However, as representative of an NGO with consultative UN status, SAFA was not a senior decision maker. His claim that the UN is preparing for possible nuclear weapon use remains unverified. Millions in the US are warning that history will remember us, urging them to prioritize what he says in the greatest existential threat of our time.
So yun ang kahindik-hindik na mga developments ng balita ngayon mga kababayan. Pray for peace for Israel in the whole world mga kababayan. Kaya lang, sabi nga natin, ito ay parte ng unfolding prophecy that there will be wars and rumors of wars. Sa ating mga believers, ang paalala sa atin ng ating Panginoon ay huwag mabahala. Do not be troubled. Believe in Him. God is in control, mga kababayan. And sabi ko sa inyo, be saved. Now is the day of salvation. Receive our Lord Jesus Christ as Lord, personal Lord and Savior. Para dumating man yung tribulation period na paparating na po, ligtas ang inyong kaluluwa at makasama tayo sa rapture of the believers, the rapture of the church. Yun ang aking mensahe sa inyo ngayong Good Friday. Okay po? Sa mga naghanap ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, PLDT, Aleco Bills, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Landco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Chilon Maravillas. Contact number 0966-802-0949. Lagi na pong matao sa amin, pati mga foreigners po, tingnan ninyo, mga British tourists sila. Ang lalaki ng katawan na, mga kababayan, nag-gym sa amin. Ito naman po, Indian National. Ito mga mga European sila. Ito naman yung bago naming product na binibenta online, Eye Glow Serum. Whitening po siya galing sa South Korea. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur, Riz Maravillas. For inquiries, look for Riz Maravillas on FB. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses and other affected area. Mainam po siya sa mga pains at paninigas na mga kasukasuan. Ito po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application. Anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Ito naman po yung bagong product naming binibenta online. I am Worldwide Amazing Pure Organic Barley Powdered Drink Mix from Australia. Mainam po ito sa mga cancer patients. Tulad nito po, tingnan ninyo. Cancer-free na siya po. Siya si Yoli Tan, ovarian cancer survivor. Sabi niya, barley did not just save my life, it gave me a new life. In 2019, Jolie faced the fight of her life. Through surgery and harsh chemotherapy, I am Worldwide Amazing Pure Organic Barley became her source of strength. It boosted her immune system when she needed it most and gave her the energy to keep going. 100% organic po siya, immune system booster, trusted by survivors. For your orders and inquiries, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur Riz Maravillas. Sa mga mahilig naman po sa mga imported bags and wallets, dumiretso na lang kayo kay Ma'am Aileen Rosales, Aileen Closet po. Nakabase siya po sa Amerika. Yan yung kanyang online selling, mga kababayan. Every Sunday, 7 o'clock in the evening.